Hello and welcome back everyone. Today we have grammar in Unit 3, Lesson 2. Our subject is there is and there are. We are going to talk about the phrases of there is and there are. We use there is and there are when we first refer to the existence or presence of someone or something. Okay? When we first refer to the existence or presence of someone or something. We used there is with singular nouns. Okay? We use there is with singular nouns, and we use there are with plural nouns. Okay? This is that structure is used for the positive sentences, and for negative one we used there isn't with singular nouns and there aren't with plural nouns. Look at these examples. There is a table in the classroom. There is a table in the classroom. Here we used there is. Why? Because the word table is singular noun. That's why we used there is. There is. There is a table in the classroom. There's a pen in my bag. There's a pen in my bag. Again, we used there is. Why? Because we have a pen here, which indicates a singular noun. A singular noun. That's why we used there is. There's a pen in my bag. Here we have more example. There isn't an apple in the fridge. There isn't an apple in the fridge. Again, here we used there isn't, which indicates the negative. And why we used there isn't? Because the word that comes after there isn't, it is singular one. There isn't a horse in the field. There isn't a horse in the field. Again, here we have there isn't, which indicates a negative sentence, and the word that comes after there isn't, it is singular noun. A horse. Horse. It is singular noun. Let's talk about some examples about there are. There are many people at the bus stop. There are many people at the bus stop. Here we used there are. Why? Because the word people is plural noun. It is plural noun. There are some children in the garden. There are some children in the garden. Again, we used there are. Why? Because the word children, it is plural noun. There are some children. There are some children in the garden. There aren't any trees in our street. There aren't any trees in our street. Again, here we used there aren't. Why? Because the word trees, it is plural noun, because we have s letter at the end of the word, which indicates plural noun. There aren't any gyms near our house. There aren't any gyms near our house. Again, here we used there aren't. Why? Because the word gyms is plural noun. There aren't any gyms near our house. Let's review our topic that we read today. We talked about there is and there are. We said that we use them when we first refer to the existence or presence of someone or something. And the structure of that, we said that we used there is with singular nouns and we used there are with plural nouns. And for the negative one, we used there isn't with singular nouns and there aren't with plural nouns. For example, there is a camera. There is a camera. Look at that sentence. We use there is. Why? Because camera is a singular noun. When we change that sentence, it's a positive sentence. When we change that sentence for the negative one, we will say what? We will say there isn't a camera. There isn't a camera. Look at that sentence. There are many trees in our street. There are many trees in our street. Again, that sentence, it's a positive one. We used there are. Why? Because trees, again, it's a plural noun. But when we change that sentence for the negative one, we will say what? We will say there aren't any trees in our street. There aren't any trees in our street. Okay, that's all, my students. Thanks for watching and goodbye.